Success doesn't happen by accident. It doesn't stumble into your life while you're distracted, complaining, or waiting for luck to strike. Success is something you attract by the person you become, the choices you make, and the mindset you cultivate. Think of success like a magnet. A magnet doesn't beg metal to come closer. It naturally draws it in because of what it's made of. In the same way, you don't chase success. You build yourself into someone who attracts it. But how? It starts with recognizing that success isn't just about money, fame, or external validation. The validation is about order, discipline, and meaning. Look around. The world is filled with people who dream big but act small. They want rewards without effort, recognition without mastery, and freedom without responsibility. But life doesn't work that way. The universe rewards value, not wishes. Not wished out. If you want success, you must become valuable to yourself, to others, and to the world. That means taking radical responsibility for your life. No more excuses, no more blaming the economy, your upbringing, or bad luck. Every great achiever in history faced obstacles, some far worse than yours. What set them apart wasn't privilege, it was ownership. They chose to rise above their circumstances rather than be defined by them. Next, you need direction. Success without purpose is empty. What are you working toward? If you don't define your goals, someone else will define them for you. And you might spend years climbing a ladder only to realize it was leaning against the wrong wall. Clarity transforms effort into progress. Then comes the hardest part, discipline. Motivation is fleeting. Motivation is fleeting. It shows up in bursts like a gust of wind. Discipline, on the other hand, is the engine that keeps you moving when the wind dies down. It's showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it, because consistency compounds over time. Finally, understand that struggle isn't the enemy. It's the training ground. Every challenge you face is sculpting you into someone stronger, wiser, and more capable. The road to success is paved with failures, setbacks, and lessons, not with shortcuts. So ask yourself, what kind of person do I need to be to attract the success I desire? Because success isn't just about what you do. It's about who you become in the process. Success is not a random event. It's not something that happens to you. It's something you attract by the person you choose to become. Think about it. A magnet doesn't chase metal. It draws it in effortlessly because of its inherent properties. In the same way, you don't find success. You become the kind of person who naturally attracts it. But how? The world is full of people who want success without effort, rewards without sacrifice, and recognition without growth. They wait for luck, blame circumstances, and wonder why their lives don't change. Meanwhile, those who take responsibility, set clear goals, and embrace discipline rise above the noise. Today, we're going to break down exactly what it takes to attract success, not by chasing it, but by building yourself into someone worthy of it. 1. Take responsibility for your life. The first step toward success is radical ownership. No more excuses. No more excuses. No more blaming the economy, your upbringing, or bad luck. Every successful person in history faced obstacles, some far worse than yours. What set them apart wasn't privilege. It was their refusal to be defined by circumstances. If you're stuck in a job you hate, in a life that feels unfulfilling, ask yourself, what can I do today to change it? Success starts the moment you stop waiting for external validation and start taking control of your choices. 2. Set clear, meaningful goals. Success without direction is meaningless. You can work hard every day, but if you don't know why, you'll burn out. Clarity is power. What does success truly mean to you? Is it financial freedom? Influence? Mastery of a skill? What kind of life do you want 5 years from now? Write it down. A real goal is specific, measurable, and tied to a deeper purpose. Well, because clarity eliminates distraction. When you define exactly what you want, you filter out the noise and focus on what moves you forward. Start by asking, what does success actually mean to you? Is it financial independence? Creative fulfillment? Influence? Break it down. If it's wealth, specify the number. If it's mastery, define the skill. Vague goals lead to vague results. Next, connect your goals to meaning. Humans are motivated by purpose, not just outcomes. For example, earning more money is hollow unless tied to something meaningful. providing for your family, funding a passion project, or gaining freedom. When your goals align with your values, you'll persist through challenges because the why fuels you. Then reverse engineer your path. Engineer your path. If your goal is to start a business, what are the monthly, weekly, and daily actions required? Most people set goals but never bridge the gap between ambition and action. That's why 92% of New Year's resolutions fail. They lack a system. Write your goals down, schedule them, and track progress. Success is a series of small, consistent steps, not a single leap. Finally, embrace flexibility. Rigid goals break, adaptable goals bend and evolve. If circumstances change, adjust your tactics, not your vision. The key is to maintain direction while staying open to better routes. Remember, a goal without a plan is just a dream, but a dream with a plan becomes inevitable. Develop discipline over motivation. Motivation is a fickle ally. It arrives in bursts, often when you least need it, and vanishes when you do. Relying on motivation is like relying on fair weather to sail a ship. You'll be stranded the moment the winds die. Discipline, on the other hand, is the engine that keeps you moving regardless of conditions. It's the difference between those who achieve and those who merely dream. Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now. The myth of motivation is especially dangerous in a world of instant gratification. Social media, junk food, and endless entertainment are designed to hijack your focus. Discipline is the antidote. It's saying no to distractions and yes to delayed gratification. For example, the writer who writes daily, even when uninspired, will finish a book. The athlete who trains in the rain will outperform the one who waits for perfect conditions. Discipline compounds. Small, consistent actions, like reading 20 pages a day or saving 10% of your income, create exponential results over time. So how do you build discipline? Start small. Willpower is a muscle. Overloading it leads to burnout. Commit to one non-negotiable habit, like waking up early or a daily workout, and protect it fiercely. Use systems, not just willpower. Remove temptations, e.g. block distracting apps during work hours, and create accountability, e.g. a workout partner. Most importantly, reframe your mindset. Discipline isn't deprivation, it's liberation. Every act of discipline is a vote for the person you're becoming. Over time, those votes add up, and discipline becomes identity. You're no longer someone who tries to work hard. You're someone who does. That's when success becomes automatic. Surround yourself with excellence. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This isn't just a cliche, it's neuroscience. Mirror neurons in your brain unconsciously mimic the behaviors, attitudes, and even work ethics of those around you. If your circle spends weekends binge drinking and complaining, guess what you'll normalize? If your peers discuss ideas, investments, and growth, guess what you'll aspire to? Environment shapes behavior more than willpower ever could. Seek out mentors, even from afar. Study the lives of those who've achieved what you want. Read their books, listen to their interviews, and model their habits. Proximity to excellence raises your standards. Now go make it inevitable. The unstoppable mindset. How to make success chase you. Let me tell you a fundamental truth about success that most people never grasp. You don't find success, you develop into someone that success cannot ignore. The difference between those who achieve extraordinary things and those who dream about them comes down to one critical factor. They've mastered the art of becoming human magnets for achievement. Success operates by its own immutable laws. It isn't random. It isn't luck. It's the inevitable consequence of specific ways of thinking, behaving, and showing up in the world every single day. When you understand these laws and align yourself with them, something remarkable happens. Opportunities begin finding you. Doors open that you didn't even know existed. People want to work with you, invest in you, and be part of your journey. This isn't mystical thinking, it's behavioral science. High achievers share common traits that create what psychologists call success signaling. They emit certain frequencies through their actions, mindset, and presence that the world recognizes and responds to accordingly. The good news, these aren't innate gifts. They're learnable skills and habits that anyone can develop. The first law is relentless value creation. The universe rewards those who focus obsessively on creating value for others. When your primary question becomes, how can I serve, rather than, what can I get? You trigger a powerful success mechanism. Every interaction becomes an opportunity to add value, solve problems, and make things better. This mindset makes you irreplaceable in any environment. Second is strategic obsession. Ordinary people dabble. The successful become strategically obsessed. They develop an almost unreasonable focus on their craft, their vision, and their growth. This isn't about working harder. It's about working with an intensity of purpose that cuts through distractions and mediocrity. When you develop this quality, people notice. Opportunities find you because you've become undeniable in your space. Third is resonant communication. Success magnets master the art of communicating ideas with clarity, passion, and conviction. They understand that every conversation is either moving them toward their goals or away from them. They've developed what I call success language, the ability to articulate their vision in ways that inspire action and build alliances. Fourth is pressure-tested resilience. The path to success is paved with obstacles, rejections, and failures. Meanwhile, what separates achievers is their relationship with adversity. They've trained themselves to interpret setbacks as data, not defeat. Each challenge makes them smarter, more adaptable, and more valuable. This resilience creates an aura of inevitability around them. People believe in them because they believe in themselves so completely. Finally, there's expansive connection. Human achievement is never solitary. The most successful people understand how to build and leverage networks of mutually beneficial relationships. They approach networking not as transactional, but as transformational, always asking, how can we grow together? This abundance mindset attracts collaborators, mentors, and supporters at every level. Here's what's fascinating. When you combine these 5 traits, you create what psychologists call a success spiral. Each element reinforces the others. Your value creation makes you more connectable. So your connections make you more resilient. Your resilience allows for greater obsession. Your obsession improves your communication, and round it goes, accelerating your trajectory. The most powerful part, this isn't about pretending. It's about becoming. It's about becoming. Every day, in small ways, you have the opportunity to strengthen these muscles. The compound effect is staggering. 6 months from now, you could be unrecognizable to your current self, not because of luck, but because you committed to developing these success-attracting qualities. So I'll leave you with this challenge. For the next 30 days, focus on embodying just one of these traits in everything you do. Watch how the world responds. Notice how opportunities begin appearing. Observe how people start treating you differently. Because when you change what you emit, you change what you attract. That's not magic. That's the science of success.